Welcome to FurCast, episode 278. I'm your host this evening, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I'm your blue fox host, Pharaoh.
I'm your guest, Ikasuri the Direwolf.
And CJ's not here, because he's a bad dog, again. Don't know where the hell he is, don't know where he thinks he is, he's just not
Chasing
here.
Carson.
Yeah.
Chasing Carson.
Something like that. I think he's at a party, actually, which he was then drinking at, because, that's a great idea to drink at a party when you then have to drive and be here. He's just not a reliable dog, man. But he's somewhere. I don't know. Maybe he'll show up and he'll be here on the show. But anyway, what can we really talk about for the beginning of the show before we jump into the roundup? Pretty much BoJack. That's like the main thing to talk about for me.
I was just going to say volcanoes, but...
Oh, volcanoes. From our pre-show banter there. But so you guys binge-watched BoJack.
Mm-hmm.
I have not finished it. I'm still
only 12 episodes. I mean...
I'm 2 episodes behind right now. I just watched a bunch, but I just haven't had a chance to finish them because I've been busy as hell the past few days.
I think in total it's less than 6 hours. I mean, it's not even like a full day's worth of watching a show. It's literally just an evening.
Yeah. I only have a couple hours every night because I was actually going crazy test driving cars this week. That was my main thing. Trying to do that before all the dealerships would close every day was always hectic.
That amazing red Prius.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. We had some drama over that. That was pretty good.
What was it? You hit every tick on the checkbox list?
Pretty much for
drivers?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so the other thing too is one car that I test drove was blue.
Yeah.
So I was shitting all over that, of course.
Because it was blue?
Just because it was blue.
Just because it was blue?
Yeah, nothing else was wrong with the car.
Nothing to do with the car.
Yeah, great car, just because it was
but
blue.
But it gets minus 100 points for being blue.
Yep, pretty much. 100 points. Anyway.
What if it was the best drive you ever had in a car? It was absolutely perfect.
Well, I would just get one that's a different color at that point.
They don't have any other colors. They only come in blue.
Yeah. Well, that's a tragedy. But so speaking of the new house and studio stuff, new windows are going in next week. So definitely I'll try to get some cool time lapses of that maybe. I guess it's an all-day thing because they have to tear a huge hole in the wall and then they have to put the beam in and do all that stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, that should be interesting.
It's all a bunch of old wood and they're like, oh, well, that's not going to support it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how they, if they get up there, because, our new studio's in an attic, so I wonder, if they're going to have to get, a bunch of really tall ladders to get up there. I don't know. But anyway, so I know a bunch of you guys have asked me about the vlog, and that is coming back as soon as, stuff actually happens, because we basically half put the walls up, and then nothing has happened since then, so just waiting on contractors and stuff, but...
This is what happens when you run out of money.
Not even that. It's what happens when friends of the family do stuff for you, and then they have lives.
Yeah.
And
shit happens.
It's kind of unfortunate, but it gets on. So there's that. Anyway.
Did you talk to your previous boss?
I have not yet. No, I'll definitely start that next week. Yeah, when I worked for the computer repair shop, the guy who owned that also owned a drywall company. So, yeah, I'll be giving him a call.
It just seems so random.
It is very random. I almost worked for that,
I
too.
repair computers, and I own drywall.
Oh, no, he didn't know anything about repairing computers. He just owned the repair shop. It was actually his, brother who owned it, but then there was a bunch of family drama, and then he ended up owning it, and then...
Okay, so that makes more sense.
And then he hired me, and then I ran a computer repair shop by myself for a year until he finally let me hire somebody, so I hired a furry. And then I ran a computer repair shop for 2 years with a furry. It was good. It was good times. It ran itself into the ground, though, that place, man. So, yeah.
Ouch. You cannot save it.
It was a lot of... Honestly, it was lack of customers more than anything, just because of the area and everything, so... Yeah.
And clearly, everyone just knows how to fix their own computers.
Some of that, too. The prevalence of mobile devices and stuff like that. So, all right, well, we can jump into the roundup for now. And the first thing in the roundup is actually, of course, about BoJack. This is a really, really cool video essay that somebody did about the whole, love and story behind BoJack and his character and how it relates to all the other characters. And definitely want to share it with you guys. I thought it was pretty well done.
Horseman, the character, is unlucky in love. But BoJack Horseman, the show, argues that it has little to do with luck. His romantic misery is all Bojack's fault.
I'm responsible for my own happiness. I can't even be responsible for my own breakfast.
The series follows the former star's search for meaning and happiness, and one of his essential coping mechanisms is filling his inner void with romantic relationships.
I actually kind of hate myself a lot of the time. But when I'm with you, I don't hate myself.
But in fact, Bojack knows very little about what love is.
It's a really awesome video essay, and they delve into each of the individual characters that he has a relationship to in the show, and it was really cool. By the way, on BoJack Horseman, there are some really good video essays about it, and there are some really bad video essays about it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, there are.
There's a few that are like, it depends on, like one person on YouTube tried to suggest that, like, the way the characters acted had to do with, like, how long their names were and whether or not they were animal or human, and it's like, no. That has nothing to do with, yeah. But there's some really good stuff on there. I'm surprised Nerdwriter hasn't done a video essay on it yet. But anyway, so next in the roundup, this was, my friends and I were all over this. A couple of podcasters from a podcast called Reply All. They used to do a bunch of stuff for public radio, specifically like NPR and stuff like that. Well, this podcast episode, the one guy gets a call from one of those like tech support scammers, you know, one of those people from some faraway place that's like calling you being like, hi, I'm from Microsoft, or hi, I'm from Apple, and your computer like has a problem, and they yeah. Well, anyway, they called the wrong guy because he like dug deep on these people, all the way down to like where it was located, figuring out like who the guy's boss was, what organization this was. Then they flew to fucking India, met the guy, had dinner with him, and learned all about these, like, actually still even illegal there, all these businesses there. Really, really fascinating stuff. So I'll give you guys a link to that, of course, to check out, because it's super cool. And then most of the rest of the roundup is just stupid shit on Twitter. Apparently Fursuit had spotted at Target. That's pretty creepy. So there's that. And then Telegram had some moments today. I guess Telegram, this is their official Twitter. They said, in order for furries to take up a majority of Telegram, we would need something about around 80 million furries. So I guess there's 80 million users on Telegram. But, yeah, Telegram had some pretty ridiculous moments, including saying stuff about foxes. And then somebody said Telegram is busy yiffing foxes. And then Telegram said, this is their official Twitter. Whoever the person runs it said, I just looked up yiffing on Urban Dictionary and would like to officially retract my earlier statement about foxes. So, yeah, Telegram.
Okay, what did they say about foxes?
Telegram had a long week. It would be right here. It says, please check if yours is well again and bring out the foxes. This is what Telegram said. So, yeah. So we'll link you guys all that stuff, all these crazy. And then this, like, somebody made Telegram a persona. Oh, man. And then the last thing in the roundup is something Pharaoh put in, so I'll let him talk about that.
I don't know what it is.
What?
What? You said to put it in the roundup, but
oh, okay.
I don't have it open at the moment.
You don't have it open?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's the Science Museum and it was Natural History Museum we're fighting on
Twitter? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
If you scroll down, you can see it's nothing that big. It was just...
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Who would win a staff battle between Science Museum and National History Museum? What exhibits would help you? And then National History Museum says, we have dinosaurs, no contest. Oh, my God. And then Science Museum says, they're full of old fossils, but we have robots, a Spitfire, and ancient poisons. Boom. Wow, they're like battling for who's coolest. We have robot dinosaurs, pterodactyls, venomous creatures.
How about this merman?
Oh my God. That's pretty great. Two museums fighting on Twitter. I guess this is pretty ongoing too. There's a lot of these.
Yes.
Wow.
They're battling each of their exhibits against each other.
Well, there you go. So yeah. So that's the roundup. So we'll give you guys links to all that stuff in the post show. And then that's pretty much it. And then people are talking about... Oh, yeah, and then, I guess a bunch of people went nuts. This isn't a part of the roundup, but I'll just mention this. A bunch of people went nuts because, The new iPhone X has like a facial tracking emoji feature where you can like do facial tracking to like make emojis, like make different expressions. And I guess Craig Federighi did a bunch of expressions with the fox emoji.
There you go. I just posted it in the roundup if you want to.
Oh, okay. If you had, you had a link to it. Okay. I just watched the press conference, so I knew about it, but I didn't know that there was. I guess I imagine there's probably GIFs of it. Yeah, it was pretty.
Now, these can be so much fun, you're going to want to share them. Unfortunately, we let you record messages. I'm going to record a message here for Tim. Hey, Tim, I'm not sure what the protocol is here, but I'd like to call dibs on the fox for my favorite emoji. Which one do you like? Hey, Tim, I'm not sure what the protocol is here, but...
So I could totally see furries going nuts over this. There's also a poop emoji, just in case you want to do facial tracking on that one.
With just a tap, and it appears as a looping video right inside the transcript. If we're really lucky for our grand finale, we might just get a response back from Tim. Oh, here it is. Let's take a look.
Take me to your leader. Wait a minute, Craig. I am your leader. Let's wrap this thing up.
Hooray, jokes from the CEO. So there you go.
It's like they're almost human.
Yeah, new iMessage feature there. It might even integrate with other messaging clients too, because if it just produces a video, you could probably like send those on Telegram and stuff too, which would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that's gonna like start showing up in a lot of places. So,
and it's gonna get more complicated. In 10 years, we'll have super full 3D rendered fuzzy things and.
Well, I mean, we've already got what's the computer software that does that with the webcam? With the different things. FaceRig. I mean, I can imagine FaceRig could make a mobile app at this point. If anything, it actually might be easy to do that because when you're on a mobile device, you have a known amount of like lens distortion, like you have a known focal length. Because one of the issues with webcams is like every webcam is different, but on a phone you could guarantee the hardware. So it makes me wonder if it would be even easier to develop, you know, I don't know. Get on that, FaceRig, if anybody from FaceRig is listening.
His quote, though, that people were making fun of was, "You aren't just a person wearing a fox mask or makeup. You are a cartoon fox, and the cartoon fox is you."
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, there you go. Apple executive is apparently a furry. Anyway. There we go.
This Gizmodo article, though, is creepy as all fuck. I'm not sure if you were reading any part of that article, but that it was that you had pulled up. But it is just...
What?
Why, are they just, like, talking about it in a creepy way or something?
Yes, like, very creepily. Like, it was funny watching episodes banter, Fox relaying a message. Another stray thought welled up inside of you. What if you made that fox say something dirty?
Thanks, Gizmodo. Well, there you go.
Anyway. They go into like detail, like how this is like making people come out of their inner furry and stuff like that, and it's just really creepy how awkward this article is written.
Right.
This opinion, like it's like, if you're being entirely honest, though, you know that that's not really the reason why you keep thinking about the Animoji. No, you're still thinking about that talking fox because it's the first time in your life you get it, you understand it, you know what your persona is, and now you have Apple to thank for it.
Very nice.
Though you've never admitted it to anyone out loud, you've always known that there was a part of you that felt the mildest attraction to furry culture.
By the way, apparently FaceRig does have a mobile app, so there you go.
John, your son, fought bravely, ma'am, but he got a D-. Given the circumstances, we do not...
And they just have random examples of FaceRig stuff. See, whenever I see FaceRig now, all I can think of is Manny on Twitch. Have you guys ever seen him? He's a guy who plays like games on Twitch, but like his character is like Doge, and it's hilarious. If nobody's ever seen Manny on Twitch, like look it up. It's so good. So anyway, well there you go. Apparently FaceRig has a mobile app, so they beat me to it. Either that, or they listened to me and they just made a mobile app that fast.
I feel like this article is written by a furry at Gizmodo.
It probably is a furry at Gizmodo. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Because like it just goes so deep into this like ridiculous like fanfic of you yourself converting into the furry fandom because you saw this video of the Apple executives.
Yeah.
It gets sultry. Like, I'm not kidding. Somewhere deep inside of you flirted with the idea of diving into the world of the furrydom, but you never got around to imagining a persona for yourself, much less finding the audacity to commission an artist to draw one for you. But seeing that laughing fox change something within inside you, it gave you hope. You saw yourself in a cartoon fox's expression's face and felt primal sort of kinship with the character that took surprise inside you.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
This is like...
And because of this, there will be 1,000 more foxes.
Yep.
And then the possibility began to wash over you. Who said that you had to be a fox? You could be a panda, or a mouse, or a pig.
What time is it?
What time is it? It's 8:28.
What time did I send that telegram message?
Yeah, you said you'd be here around now. Anyway, CJ just arrived. Welcome, CJ. How's it going?
Good.
Good. Good.
You get to try an entire barnyard until you found your augmented reality persona that felt like a true representation of who you really are. This is going to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
You said, fumbling for your debit card as you clicked over to Apple's website. This is going to be a beginning of a new era.
Very nice.
What are we reading?
He's reading a creepy
Furries.
Gizmodo article about
Furries.
the face tracking with the new iPhone
Oh.
for the new emojis that's built in.
It's going to basically just breed furries.
Someone at Gizmodo wrote like a fanfic of like how their life changed and they became furry from watching the executives of Apple become a fox.
I'm not sure you can call that fanfic, and don't insult my people.
Don't insult my people. Yeah, that's right. You're into that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like your thing.
Was this steamy erotica fanfic?
Bitch, we can try better than that.
Yeah.
This is not some 50 Shades of bullshit.
So CJ, I know you're still setting up, but the chat room is asking me to call you a bad dog.
Why? I'm on time.
No, you're not.
I am on time.
No, you're not. You're late.
I'm on time to my own standard.
Right.
Well,
Listen,
you can't call into your work and be like,
Wait,
hey, I'm going to be there at 8:30. You start
Actually,
at 8. Listen.
I could, actually, as long as I stay 8 hours. They don't care when you show up. Hold on. Keep holding my telegrams loading.
What are you?
Should lick him.
I wanted to. ETA 57 minutes from now, sent at 7:32. When I sat down, it was 7:28 and 43 seconds. As far as I'm concerned, I'm 17 seconds ahead of time.
Well, there you go.
Fuck all y'all.
I didn't say anything.
No, not you. I was pointing
me.
the camera.
Well, at least you showed up this time.
See, and that exactly. You should be fucking proud of me
I am a little proud. Like,
because
Were you
as
chasing
soon
cars?
as
no.
as soon as I walked in, Meek was like, "Here's a drink," and I'm like, "No." I had one beer. That was it, and that was tough because there was a lot available to drink.
Consume.
And this isn't doing anything. This is not.
Oh.
Hold on.
I'll help you with that in a minute. All right, I'm going to jump into news.
Wait. Nope. Still nothing.
You might have to swap which one you use.
It's still not doing anything.
And CJ's failing to get his headphones
Can
working.
I unplug you?
You're such a bad dog, CJ.
I'm gonna unplug you.
Yeah, unplug. Yeah, you're going to have to swap those things. Moving on to news. Fun Day Paw Pet Show ends its run after 18 years. I feel this is just so sad. The Fun Day Paw Pet Show, a weekly staple of furry fandom, announced on September 12th that it will be ending its weekly broadcast, citing legal and logistical woes, particularly regarding the music industry. And they said on their website, which is, I believe, pawpets.tv? Pawpets. Yep. Or pawpet.tv. There we go. We have come to crossroads. Streaming video and music copyright licensing has become such a tangled mess of pain in the butt. The music industry has made it impossible for the little guy to do anything online. The cost, the bookkeeping, the constant upkeep of trying to keep from getting flagged. It is no longer a labor of love. We thank you all for nearly 18 years of puppet broadcasting support. The loss of the furry-friendly streaming service FurStream. Oh, shout out to Jacktail. We know Jacktail. I didn't think he's a fan of our show. The loss of furry-friendly streaming service FurStream weighed in on their decision, according to the site creator Jacktail. The domain name was allowed to expire this month, as no current developers wished to take it on. The Fun Day Paw Pet Show had a humble beginning in November 1999, when Yappy Fox launched a puppet variety and talk show for the internet in his living room with his friends Herbie, Simba, and March Stormrunner. They were soon joined by long-term staff Jack Rabbit, JR, and Cuddle Pup with a K, with technical assistance from Rasvar. Later years saw cast performances from Eagle Beagle, Liesel, Terry Mouse, Prismo, Blitz, Devin, Jess, and others. Didn't Meek live with the guys who... Yeah, I was pretty sure Meek lived with them.
Yeah, he did.
For quite a while.
He used to, at least.
Or at least he used to, yeah. Despite regular acts of puppet-on-puppet violence and occasional incidents of subsidence, the show powered on throughout its first decade and a half, creating many memorable episodes. But in recent years, it was constantly in need of funds to meet licensing requirements, despite annual fundraisers breaking into 5 figures, at which the original cast members such as Pointy Ferret and Humanity were often auctioned. Even such licensing was apparently not enough for streaming at Periscope, which banned the show in mid-July this year. Since the announcement, which was explained in being in lieu of a very emotional last show, many fans have given their thoughts on Twitter. Archives of past art jams as well as past episodes remain available for download, while the stage has been offered free to a good home. Meanwhile, JR has vowed to resume his own show, Pointcast, and a list of hashtag PawPet community member contact details is being built. So there you go. Yeah, honestly though, wow. It's really sad to see them go. I know, I didn't watch Paw Pets that often. Sometimes I would see it when it was on, but I know that especially with, there's a whole generation of people in the furry fandom that like Paw Pets was the shit for them, and it's just I gotta say utmost of respect to those guys. As somebody who knows what it's like to like produce a podcast even weekly, I just can't even imagine. Those guys just had so much going for them. They had such great character, and they really just 18 years, man, that's crazy. Also, to anybody from Paw Pets or who knows Paw Pets or who's involved in Paw Pets, I tweeted at them saying that I am willing to let Paw Pets use our streaming infrastructure for free if they would like, because they deserve it. I think I just have a ton of respect for you guys, and the way we've got it set up, it is like, cost isn't that bad, and I just would not at all mind supporting you guys. So I don't think... I think the guys at Paw Pets, after 18 years, maybe it was an excuse for them to just say, you know what, let's be done, let's move on at this point. When, they had the issue with their streaming service that they were using, and then they were having issues with the licensing and stuff like that. But, yeah, if you guys need some, like, RTMP and HLS streaming, let me know, because I can hook you up. That's, yeah. You guys, really deserve it. You guys are awesome, and I have the utmost respect for you guys. So thank you for your 18 years of awesome service. I have tons of friends that are just, love you guys as well. So good stuff.
I was trying to see what legal thing they got hit with, but the only thing I saw was back in 2002.
It's mostly just streaming services being upset with the fact that they were playing music. And, even YouTube, we have issues with YouTube all the time. Most of the time, I just edit out the music on our episodes because YouTube flips a bitch about it. Even the moving vlogs, I just put those on Vimeo. Because I'm not monetizing the video in any way or anything like that. I'm just strictly, it's a moving vlog. Yeah, so that sucks that they went through that stuff. But, I know Periscope does the HLS streaming as well. But yeah, we ended up, what Paw Pets went through is sort of what we went through, and that's one of the reasons we developed our own streaming system, because initially it would have been way more work to do that than it was to just use some kind of free service and put up with the limitations of some of the free services out there. And even some of the paid services have all kinds of weird limitations, but it got to the point where it was like, you know what, even though we're going to have to sit here and fiddle with Nginx for 6 months to figure this out, let's just do it because it ended up being worth it.
What was the original problem that we had? That we couldn't stream because it would just get blocked?
It was everything. Quality reasons, things like it getting blocked, things like ads.
Oh yeah, because you have to use actually a streaming service to produce it on the site. So like, I remember we had to actually use a built-in video provider.
Yep, like that had like an embeddable player and everything.
Yeah,
and Livestream had for a while like nicely priced tiers that you could pay for, but they ended up going ridiculous because they're trying to do more like event streaming and stuff, and they're doing more like commercial stuff. So I don't know. For a while we were using Scale Engine. Because I knew those guys from another podcast that I was a fan of. Those are pretty cool guys. But eventually we just said it was just easier to just do our own thing. And then even if our system can't handle it, we throw AWS and Akamai on top of our system and it just handles it rock solid. And then I get a bill for like $2 from Amazon every month. So it's like, you know.
How do you afford that?
I don't know, man. It's just outrageous. But I mean, we still pay, we pay a ton of money to Linode and to DigitalOcean, which are our main provider. Anyway, bunch of techie shit. Point is, Fun Day Paw Pets is awesome, and I hope that they either find a place or move on to better things.
If you're not making money on anything, it's just doing a show. Can't you just play music regardless? Or is there some sort of... I don't know the copyright laws anymore that have gone
How's it going, Boozy Badger? If you just want to, give us a call.
Do you have the Boozy ad?
I don't. I should get that, though. I would definitely have, so we can just play it whenever we want.
Anytime we have a law question. He's not doing a stream tonight.
No, he's not?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what he's doing tonight.
Somebody in chat says, I think he's watching a movie. Why do you know that?
Twitter?
Yeah, probably. He probably
Twitter.
tweeted it, but yeah. To be fair, Boozy does tweet a lot. I don't know how. He's a badger. I don't know how he uses Twitter. But,
Well, it's like, how did I drive here with pause?
I don't know. Especially with a beer in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One beer. In me.
For shame.
It's in me.
It reminds me of the, what was it?
Someone was joking in.
No, the new Star Trek fake thing with
Oh, the Orville?
Orville.
Yeah.
The Orville. I'm not sure if anyone watched the premiere of the Orville.
No.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
Fox.
What's it? The guy who made Family Guy is basically doing a Star Trek type series, only it's derpy because it's the guy.
But it's still good. Like it's not.
Seth MacFarlane.
Stop touching me.
No, I like touching you.
I don't want to be touched. Stop.
So if you want
I'm pulling away. I'm pulling out.
if you want the D team of Star Trek, not even B and C, D team.
I feel like this is gonna be good.
The first pilot episode was great.
So Boozy's latest tweet is, quote, "Why am I watching La La Land?" ?
So that's probably why people say he's watching a movie.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Thanks, Boozy. Oh, so can I just point out that we just have bags of Halloween candy on the table right now?
Yeah, I was gonna ask why.
It's actually chocolate. We were planning on killing you.
I'm already dead. Good try though. Thanks for making it tasty.
So copyright notices were delivered to the web host, where Paw Pets hosts the video archives themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
How has that never happened to us?
What? Luck?
I'm just surprised that that's never happened to us, because...
Watch, it's gonna happen now. You just jinxed us. That was all you, bro.
Possibly. Possibly.
Well, we'll have an LLC soon, and then...
Well, okay, so one thing that is cool about...
LLC went bankrupt, and let's just redo it.
So, okay, I will say,
Can't we just keep on creating LLCs and just bankrupting them?
One thing that's cool about the methods that we use to do stuff, infrastructure-wise, is that there is no one provider that we rely on. We have 3 providers that do the same thing, basically.
Don't stop us now. We're having such a good time.
Yeah.
We're having a ball. Don't stop us now.
Gotta love the candy
Copyright.
wrappers.
Don't stop me.
Anyway, news. Do we have news? Somebody else has news. Somebody else needs news.
Well, anyway, the Orville. One of the scenes, the guy's drinking.
The pilot guy.
The pilot guy is driving the spaceship, and he's just literally drinking a beer. He's like, what's that? He's like,
it's a beer to calm my nerves. He's like, give me that. He's like, no, it's a beer. It's a beer.
I have had one beer.
I've had one beer. And then he tries to steal it. He goes, oh, nope, this is my first beer ever, you know. I can't handle this myself. And he starts spinning the spaceship. He goes, I'm so drunk right now.
Oh my God. I want to see this. I really want to see this.
I just started laughing because I was like, I've done that before. I've had one beer. A half
Sounds
hour
like something
ago.
you would do.
I can't see the lines on the road anymore.
I'm wasted right now.
Wasted.
You know what? I know you've done that because I think you've done that when we were like driving together.
I was telling her, I was like, I've done something like that.
You definitely have. I know you have. Farrah, can you drive us to Chick-fil-A? I don't know. I've had one beer.
Over a half hour ago.
Oh man,
Yeah, but
you
see,
must
then again,
be.
alcohol doesn't affect you. You're like immune to it. Crazy Italian genes and all that.
But when it does affect him, it's great.
Oh, it is.
It's like magic happens.
It takes like a whole bottle of vodka, but
I mean, hey, whatever it takes, you got to make the magic happen somehow. It's awesome. When Farrah gets, because you go from like your levels of drunk are like Pharaoh, and then I don't even know. You just
he gets really cuddly.
you cross this line, but it's a really, really, really thin line, and you're only on like you're really close to it starting off, and then you're just like way beyond it afterwards. It's just really hard to explain.
And up the roller coaster.
Can I say though, like, the time that I experienced Pharaoh at his most drunk was at that room party at MFF.
Oh God,
the disaster party that was the Everclear.
I couldn't handle.
And I will
that
never
party.
forget Pharaoh. Like, looked like he was about to have a nervous breakdown. Like everybody's partying around him, and he just turns to me with this horrified look on his face and goes, "Paradox, I don't know what's going on."
That was the titty party.
Yeah, that was the titty party.
Yeah, that was the titty party. And then he
I
just
was
comes
literally
up to
just
me,
talking about that an hour ago.
and like
with me.
comes up to me and he just goes, "Paradox, I love you so much, man. I don't know what's going on.
It's too much for me.
It's too much."
And it all started with the system
Too
of
much
the
for
traveling
me.
pants.
Because you walked in and you were like shocked. You're like, what the fuck is going on in this room?
All of your weight on me. Like all of a sudden you were just like, "Paradox, I don't know what's going on."
Just the idea of him putting all of his weight on you is just.
It was pretty great.
Because he's like, he walked in the room. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. And I was like, Paradox, I'm
I remember
sorry.
when you walked in the room because you walked in.
Yeah, you were like, "Don't leave."
Have you seen the Simpsons gif where it's like the grandfather walks into whatever bar they go to?
I just walked
And
in.
He hangs
puts his
coat
hat
up and walks in a circle, takes his hat, and walks
Yeah,
back out. That was literally you at that party. Yeah, I remember that because you walked in, you're like, "Nope."
That's why I like stopped you. I'm like,
But in the meantime,
Paradox,
he stopped you, and then you walked
I'm like,
out.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't even handle this right now. This is not what I'm about. This is not the life I chose.
I just remember
You didn't choose Fox Life.
It chose you.
that party went downhill when they made the rooms conjoining when they opened the doors. That was the part that
Like, it just exponential, like, skyrocket.
Oh, I know.
Went-
I know.
yeah.
I was there for the whole thing.
and then the titties.
Roxers was there.
Yeah, but he didn't stay long either. I think that party was too much for him too.
And that says a lot.
Yeah.
because-
Yeah,
You mean Skrillex?
Yeah.
Skrillex was there.
He's like, "What the fuck is going on here?" He's like, "Hey, we're leaving."
he took video and pictures.
I know.
I think he still has.
My favorite picture of Paul the Leg, where it's just everybody drunk holding up this prosthetic leg with a Bluetooth speaker
That's
in it.
not even that party. That picture, I know the one of
one with
Meek
Meek?
holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
wasn't
not even
that
that party. That was at AC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was another party we had.
Oh.
Because I remember taking that photo.
Just casually another
There was-
disaster.
no, it was held up at the original party though too.
It was, yes. Oh yeah, because like Paul was like, he still is the DJ. It's Paul the Leg. Yeah, that was a good time. I remember leaving because I walked. I see things happening, and I left. And I said, "This is way too much for me. I have way too much Everclear in my system. I need a breather." I just remember going back to my room and just like,
No, we didn't go back to your room.
I went back to my room.
No, because remember we went
No,
downstairs.
No, false. I remember going back to my room after the party, and then I think we met up in like the hallway, and then went downstairs. Elevator, whatever. And then went downstairs. I went back to my room because I was like, I just need a quiet room, just to like
take everything in.
Just take everything in and just fucking just let it all out. Like what just happened? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was a good time.
We never drink Everclear again. We haven't really drank Everclear since that. Like,
you haven't. When I was in North Carolina. Oh, I told you about that.
Is this just like what happens when you're around like gay animal people?
No, it's just what happens when we have Everclear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Together.
right. That's right. You're straight when you're drunk.
Together. Yeah, I'm straight when I'm drunk. Yeah. That can be confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Didn't you do straight things at Philadelphia too?
No.
Is Everclear?
No.
That's a very hesitant no.
Do you have news?
Somebody in chat is
I'm just
asking,
confirming
what is Everclear like percentage wise?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's like, what is it, 95 or 90?
95%? No. 90.
It's 190
proof.
190 proof. Yeah.
So 95%.
So 95% alcohol.
Okay. Like North American measurements, I think? Because aren't they doesn't proof mean two different things depending on...
Proof is the percentage of alcohol times 2. So it's 190 proof, which means it's 95% alcohol.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, there you go.
You can't have 100% alcohol.
No, it's like impossible. But there is that spiritus, which is
98 or something.
It's 96. So it's like a percent more. And then whatever I had in North Carolina was apparently stronger than that. So I'm like, I don't know how you can make that strong of alcohol and still have it be something. Like, because
well, isn't Everclear supposed to be a cleaner, not
no
initially?
No, it's supposed to be for making like
moonshine.
Yeah, well, no, not moonshine, but like, don't you use it to make wine or something? Like, can't
No.
you use it? I don't know. You use it for something. You
can be used as a cleaner though.
You can run your car off it.
Because I remember you reading that article. It's like its original purpose was like being a cleaner.
You can because it desanitizes. You can.
People started drinking.
Probably smells like hand sanitizer.
Oh my god!
Oh, it does.
Well, I know the unicorn tears smelled like hand sanitizer.
That
to
was
me.
gin.
That was gin though.
That's gin. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you can run your car off that shit. Literally, like.
I think I'm the only person here who doesn't drink.
I don't drink.
You shouldn't drink.
I don't drink.
It's like the cross.
In other news, people ran into a
The
volcano.
wolves, the two wolves don't drink.
Yeah, but the fox and the husky, you just get fucking
Yep.
Lit.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, just holding to our stereotypes.
Somebody in chat says Everclear is about 96%. It is basically as pure as you can get with standard distillation process or methods. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Answered that question. Anyway, news. I'm waiting for maybe Pharaoh to grab something. There was more furry news, I believe.
I didn't even. Oops. Where are we?
Oh, there was.
I haven't even watched BoJack yet. I'm so like behind.
Yeah, the second thing in furry news might work good, Pharaoh.
Well, it's not furry news.
Yeah, it is. It's furry news because we need to discuss how terrible this is. So, bad news, everybody. Really, really bad news.
You're excited about it.
Oh, I'm not excited about this. I'm devastated. But, hey, it's not all perfect.
Didn't Boozy donate to this?
Don't remind me.
So you're not excited there's more of them to
Guys,
know about?
snow leopards are no longer endangered. It's terrible.
Fuck.
They're just vulnerable.
I love this. They were upgraded to vulnerable. Because, of course, they're vulnerable. Although I can't seem to stop them.
What are the progressions? Like, there's extinct, endangered.
Let's do this. If you search snow leopard and go to the wiki article, there is a thing on the side. Conservation status. Here we go. Conservation status. So there's extinct in the wild, critically endangered. So by the way, so this is going from worst to best. Otherwise, in snaps, best to worst. Extinct.
Extinct in the wild.
Right. So there's extinct, which is obviously, the worst or the best for snaps. Extinct in the wild, critically endangered, vulnerable, near threatened, least concerned, data deficient, and not evaluated. So, for instance, I know gray wolves are least concerned, but I know that red wolves are, I believe, endangered.
No, I think they're near threatened now.
Are they? Did they get better? Yep. Oh, they're their CR, which is critically endangered.
Oh.
No, they're critically endangered.
Upgraded.
You've upgraded.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll just breed some more wolves and coyotes.
Yeah, about that.
Relatively the same, right?
But there you go.
Well, that sucks.
What?
But they're not.
That snaps are like, yeah.
Yeah, like we don't need more of
This a-
them.
no, we really don't need more.
There's really enough. Okay, guys, just back it down a little bit.
So earlier today, I was browsing Twitter and I came across.
Porn?
No, I
Surprise is Twitter.
Taste these chips.
So
when you
what are you doing? Why do you have to interrupt like that?
yeah, why do you gotta be an asshole?
Okay, hold on. Don't even eat the chip yet. Hold on. Wait till I
Fuck
finish
your
it.
chip.
So I was browsing Twitter, and I came across Kirian's Twitter feed. You know Kirian, he's like
Yeah.
one of the more popular sneps out there. He has a website called humph.snowmuse:3, as in it's port 3 on the web server. And I went to it, and it is just disgusting. It is just all these pictures of snaps. Literally just a page full of pictures of snaps. Unfreaking believable. Anyway.
What are we gonna do?
Chat room is mowing. Guys, cut it out. Not acceptable. Anyway, here, Pharaoh, I guess you can read this article.
I like snow leopards better than lions.
Okay, what about these chips?
They're off-brand and they taste good, but in a weird type of way. Taste one and find out.
Give me one and I'll try it.
I have to personally give you a chip for you to try.
The best one.
The flavor is very strange.
Yes, I
went
barbecue. So I went to Aldi's today.
Yeah.
And in Aldi's, so for those of you who have never been to an Aldi's, and I think it's different depending on region, but in the U.S. in particular, Aldi's is kind of hilarious.
Off-brand store.
They're kind of hilarious because every brand is like intentionally the same brand, but like slightly tweaked. So for instance, instead of Slim Jims, it's Slims. But like, where's the thing for that? Like, look at it.
Or Sims. Sims.
It's Sims.
So it's like the same.
And like instead of
Frosty
Lay's,
Flakes.
it'll be like Lee's chips, but it's like the same logo. And then what was
Instead
the
of
cereal?
Frosted Flakes, it's Frosty Flakes.
There's like
With
Frosty
a tiger,
Flakes.
like an off-colored tiger.
Yeah, it's like a tiger, but it looks a little bit more derpy. It's so great. If you ever are like bored and you're near an Aldi's and you just want to laugh your ass off for like a couple minminutes, just go into an Aldi's. Like it's so good, and the food's not bad either. By the way, like these.
No, I've
chips are
actually
pretty good.
I've bought whatever, like steak from Aldi's, and it's actually been like probably some of the best steak I've ever had.
Right.
So that they're it's not bad food. It's definitely just like kind of the off-brand. Okay, so let me try this chip.
That's what I mean.
I'm tasting like a very earthy taste. Like I feel like I'm eating dirt. Well, I got like a dirt taste.
That's the bottom of the grill.
It's like I went outside, dug up a handful of dirt and put barbecue sauce on it. And then burnt it to make it crispy.
Well, it's kind of what a potato chip is anyway. Dirt and barbecue sauce.
But that's what it tastes like. It just tastes like just dirt with barbecue sauce on it.
I don't find it that bad.
Maybe I like eating dirt.
I like them.
Maybe dirt's a delicacy.
I don't eat dirt, but
I mean, you're a husky, you probably roll in it, so I mean.
well, yeah, I'm a
Dirty dog.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I'm a dirty dog.
Dirty Dan.
Dirty dad.
Pinhead. Who you calling Pinhead?
God, that episode.
I want to be.
Okay, I want to be Dirty Dan. You can be Dirty Dan.
I don't want to be Dirty Dan.
I just want to be
anymore.
Patrick.
I just want to be Patrick. I love. How old are we? SpongeBob is definitely not just a kid show. It's an all ages show.
What are you kidding me, dude? We're too young for SpongeBob.
Yeah, like the shit fucking Bikini Bottom, like Mr. Krabs,
Living in Bikini Bottom.
Sandy Cheeks.
Yep.
She's not just a fucking squirrel, man. That's a porn name. Come on. Let's be real.
Wow.
Sandy Cheeks.
Anyway, news.
The elusive snow leopard, long considered endangered, has been upgraded to the vulnerable through conservation's warned the new classification does not mean that they are safe. The animals still face serious challenges, including poaching and loss of prey in their high Himalayan habitat. The species still faces high risk of extinction in the wild and is likely still declining, just not at the rate previously thought, said Tom McCarthy, head of the snow leopard program at the Big Cat Conservation Group in Panthera. Panthera sounds like a realm of the lion cat.
Yeah,
like Lion-O lives at.
Wasn't that the?
I think isn't the name for snow leopard like Uncia or something like that?
What?
Uncia, I think is like it's like Uncia or something like that. Is actually like the biological name for a snap.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I was about Panthera. I was just thinking of like Thundercats.
Oh, I thought wasn't that the Avatar? Wasn't that like no? That's something else. Not Panthera.
Panthera uncia is actually what a snow leopard is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. That one beer is really hitting me, man.
Snow leopards have been listed as endangered since 1972. The reclassification announced Thursday by the International Union of Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, followed the 3-year assessment to determine there are fewer than 2,500 mature snow leopards in the wild, and their numbers are not in steep decline, the 2 criteria for being considered endangered. Using improved methods of assessing the cat's population, experts estimated about 4,000 live in the wild, though there could be as roughly as 10,000 actually living in the wild. Scientists have managed to survey only a small fraction of the animal's high mountainous range, an area covering some 1.8 million square kilometers, crossing into 12 countries in Asia. Doing the research is difficult, said Peter Thaler, coordinator of the Snow Leopard Program at the Wildlife Conservation Society, who is involved in the multi-agency team's assessment. It involves an enormous amount of work as some of the most remote and inhospitable regions of the world. New technologies, including camera traps and satellite collaring, have given us better information about how the snow leopards are and how far of a range they live, he said. Some positive developments include the increase of number of protected areas, as well as the stepped-up efforts by local communities to protect the animals from poachers.
Well, there you go. Some, yeah.
The rest of the article just went back into repeating the same exact thing that they are upgraded from endangered to, so it was just literally just repeating the same information from another source.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I kind of have a stupid one, unless, actually, Ikazuri, do you want to read this one? It's the second one under lifestyle. I don't know why, but I feel like you would enjoy this one for some reason.
I was already looking at that.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll read that. All right. After school, Satan Club tests the limits of church and state.
So good.
That just made me smile.
I know it does, doesn't it?
I kind of just want to see a little kid come home and be like, take out their cell phone and just be like, Mom, I'm gonna be coming home late. I'm staying after school for Satan Club. Satan Club.
That's Satan, he's just here to fuck your day.
One of my favorite things about Satanists, though, is, and I know that, technically the real parody religion is the, with the noodly, the Pastafarian stuff. Mm-hmm. But Satanists are also pretty hilarious because, obviously there's some people who I'm sure are, kind of weird and, way into actual Satanism and stuff. The full demon shenanigans. But, a lot of people who are into Satanism are just in it, for the lulz, and it's pretty great. Some of the shit that they pull off just because...
they exist to oppose Christianity.
Yeah, which
that's
is
basically
good.
it, because that's what Satan does. He exists to oppose God. There you go.
Yep, even though he killed less people.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you really think about it, he's kind of the good guy. He's judging bad people because God's too God to do it.
Yep, something like that.
When you're just too God.
Okay. At most schools, band practice, sports, drama, and the chess club are the options that kids choose from for their after-school activities. But in 2016, students at Point Defiance Elementary School in Tacoma, Washington, also had the opportunity to join an after-school Satan club. Portrayed through much of history as the evil nemesis of humanity, a new movement sees Satan more as a literary symbol of rebellion than the scriptural prince of darkness. These modern-day Satanists say they are trying to fight what they see as the encroachment of evangelical Christianity in places they say it doesn't belong, such as public schools.
Good for them.
Yes.
Good for them. That's awesome.
We literally have that written in our Constitution. Anyway. Last year, these Satanists ignited a debate about who gets to decide what a religion is and the place of faith in public schools. Teen among the Satanists, after a lot of hullabaloo about the club being on the grounds of Port Defiance Elementary, a young girl named Veronica, we're not using her last name for privacy reasons, ended up being the only kid who joined. I am 11, quote, I am 11, I will be turning 12 on August 9th. My friend is a week older than me because she's on July 28th, she says. Veronica's pretty cool. She likes anime and goes to comic book conventions.
She likes anime and goes to comic book conventions.
Well, clearly she's just, under the sway of the Prince of Darkness.
Yep, and before she becomes a furry.
Anime, it's a gateway.
Yep.
Anyway, she's also very...
Anime is a gateway drug?
It's a gateway just to everything.
It is, though. Can we, really quick, a lot of people who staff furry conventions now came from anime conventions. And also a lot of them say, used to be into anime, went to the conventions. I was 13, 14, 15, and then all of a sudden I, got towards 18, and I was like, oh.
What's this furry thing?
What's this furry thing I hear about? Apparently furry, a lot of people who are involved in the furry culture are, they were...
Well, because there's a lot of beast people in anime. Just saying.
See, that's what happens is you watch anime, and then you grow up, and then you want to fuck the beast people in the anime, and then you realize there's a whole community around it.
You can't get the credit cards to get on the anime hentai cards. Oh, sorry. Anyway, she's also very particular about what kind of music she likes. Dark cabaret music. She says, confidently, electro swing. Wait. Basically a whole variety, including heavy metal. I really hate listening to mainstream pop. Good for you. Stuff drives me insane. I really don't like it. Believe it or not, Veronica first heard about the club from her mom. Yay. Who has strong feelings about evangelical Christianity. She wanted her daughter to learn an alternative point of view. Good.
This mom sounds awesome.
That's good. Mom does sound awesome. I was like, okay, I'll try it and see if it's fun, Veronica says. And it is! Aaron Botello...
See if it's fun. What do you do? I have to know, what do you do at Satan Club? Let's
discuss rebellion and how we're gonna say fuck off to the teachers. And
I kind of want to know. I just imagine it's a pizza party. And the only club I was ever in school, because my school, they didn't have any tech clubs, they didn't have any gaming clubs, they didn't have anything cool in my school, except my school had a gay straight alliance, and all it was a pizza party. Literally every time it was you'd go in, they'd be like, oh yeah, well, come, we have free pizza, and people would which I mean was kind of cool. I guess the idea is it incentivized people to show up, which also made it feel more supportive.
We had the super political gay straight alliance, so that wasn't so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea of it was especially if you're trying to make a kid feel comfortable, hey, if you're feeling kind of not supported and you go to the gay straight alliance and there's just a ton of people having a pizza party, it probably makes you feel a little bit better, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, we had the anime club, which was really just horror movies, anime, and pretty much anything subculture that you could think of, and they were playing D&D in the back.
Wow. Yeah, there weren't any good clubs in my school, unfortunately. I mean, it was a good school.
You know what I mean by anime is a gateway to everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Aaron Botello is Veronica's after-school Satan Club educator and a member of the Satanic Temple in Seattle. Veronica is our only student, she says. She has come to every meeting that we have held. She is fierce. She has a great head on her shoulders. She also has a very supported family who also shows up with her to the meetings. So what would an 11-year-old kid learn in after-school Satan Club? Sorcery? Spells? How to be evil? Actually, it doesn't sound anything like what you might think. They talk about evolution. Oh my god. That is just so evil. And we hold a whole lesson plan on gender roles. Botello explains, good lord, this sounds awesome. In that there are not only feminine and masculine genders, but there are genders that are neither or both.
Oh man, that's some Satan shit right there.
So Satan's progressive?
Satan sounds like a pretty reasonable.
Satan's progressive?
Satan's like, I accept you, and then Christians are like, oh,
you don't fit into our traditional little box. Basically, I get to learn a whole lot, and it's very cool, Veronica gushes. Oh, just adorable. You want to explore and you want to ask the hard questions that maybe your teachers or parents are not willing to answer, such as, what if I don't believe in God? Patella asks. An after-school Satan Club educator who can answer that question and say, that's okay, there's still a place for you. Oh, who doesn't need that? Anyway, a vital message. Ultimately, Botello says the After-School Satan Club wants to counter what it sees as a dangerous trend in public schools. After-school programs sponsored by Christian evangelical groups. Oh my god, there were so many of them when I was growing up.
Oh, really?
We had the 700 Club where I was growing up. Like, literally, their big-ass super mansion was, like, down the street in Virginia Beach.
Right.
So, of course, they're like, oh, do this club. It's sponsored by the, blah, blah, by whatever ACA or some bullshit that they would say, and it's basically Christian-funded bullshit.
I really wish that, like, I don't know, like, I mean, with schools, that's one thing, but, like, I don't know, I feel like, let me put it this way. Companies showing up at a school to, like, try to get kids, and especially younger kids, especially college students, to sign up for credit cards is mostly illegal now, right? Like, that's pretty frowned upon now.
Sketch, so
right, and that used to be a big thing. I
Yeah.
kind of feel the same way with religion. Like, that's just really...
It's not supposed to be in schools.
Yeah.
It's in the Constitution. It's not supposed to be in schools. It can be in other countries, but not in the U.S. Love of God. And Satan and all that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Botello says After-School Satan Club wants to counter what it sees as a dangerous trend. And I just read that. And one group in particular, the Good News Club. Fuck those guys. They were one of them.
Really?
Fuck you guys. Yes.
Wow. What is it called again? The Good News Club?
Good News Club.
Good news. Yeah.
Jesus.
Good news, everyone.
Fuck you. Anyway, they're everywhere. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
There are 78,000 Good News Clubs worldwide, and millions of children attend. A promotional video for the Good News Club claims that it's an exciting opportunity for elementary age kids to participate in an engaging and uplifting after-school program. All kids are welcome to join in on the fun in a safe environment where they can make new friends, play games, sing songs, and learn the good news about Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Yes, they exist.
Yeah.
Okay, that stated purpose doesn't sit so well with Botello and other members of the Satanic Temple, who say it's morally irresponsible to evangelize young people. Yes.
I agree.
To protest, they started their own after-school clubs in Portland, Oregon, Taylorsville, Utah, and one in Tacoma, Washington. Though they have far fewer clubs than their Good News counterparts, the Satanists have set out to prove a point. In this country, says Botello, we have a separation of church and state, and therefore public schools should not support a religious club being on their property even if it's after hours. So the After-School Satan Club, our very existence and our very presence at the school poses the question of, do we allow all or do we allow none?
And that's exactly it, by the way. So really quick, a bunch of you guys have been like saying in chat, like, why not have like just some like a progressive club or like an atheist club or something like that, like This is the point.
Right.
The point of this is to say that the schools that are allowing the Christian club, well, if you're allowing religion, guess fucking what? Right? Like, you can't, like, that's the thing. A atheism club or even like a progressive or like, I don't want to say like liberal or leftist because that's more political, but like, or even like an agnostic club or something like that, or something.
Yeah, it's not proving the point.
Or like some kind of a philosophy club or whatever. It's not proving the point, right? It's not.
I've seen clubs that were like, okay, my high school actually had a synagogue across the street, literally across the street.
Wow.
So actually two of them, but one was closer.
Right.
So, and there were I remember the Jewish kids trying to start a Jewish club to like not really to be spreading Judaism, but to like spread awareness and stuff like that, because we had like the really, really super Jews on one side, and then we had like the kind of okay Jews on the other one. So no, I'm serious. You can tell because it's like they're wearing the black and white and really like toned down colors, and then you got like normal people going to that synagogue over there.
Yeah.
So, and they were pretty much just shut down because, oh, well, we can't support religion, and besides there's a synagogue across the street. And it's like, really? Could we just at least have, a saying of let's gather across the street, just to have it, promoted? No. Well, you're allowing the church fucking now that's 5 blocks away pull some bullshit, but you won't allow the synagogue that's literally across the street.
The only thing I would be comfortable with is like if there was a quote religion club where instead of even talking about being religious, it was more like the study of like religion, like learning the history or learning like where different religions come from and like different research on all of that stuff.
Classes.
Yeah, like there's some interesting stuff there. And like, for instance, like you could do like a week where you just like study Buddhism and like everybody like comes in with research and you like talk about like that would be cool if it was like a history kind of thing. But that's not what most of them are. And that's...
Was it in my sophomore year we actually started a religion class?
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
And we basically did that, and I was the only person that knew anything about Buddhism. All right, let me finish this up.
Oh, there was more, sorry.
Yeah, there's a bit more. Anyway, Satan to say in their ideal world, there would be no religion on school grounds. But Moises?
Yeah, so they're even admitting it. They're even saying, like, we're literally just doing this as a parody to the fact that you're allowing,
We're proving, this is our point here.
Yeah.
And the Vice Principal of International Ministries for the Child Evangelism Fellowship, which runs the Good News Club, says the organization carries a vital message for young people to hear. We believe that it's important to teach the children about God and about the forgiveness that Christ offers us in that time in their lives when their hearts are open to learn about God. Estevez okay, says, and before life and
Hold on, I'm going to put some more appropriate music behind you right now. Hold on just a sec.
Do I have to redo it? No, proper?
Nope, yeah, you're good. Just keep it.
And before life and the challenges and the difficulties of life have taken their toll. Yeah. Okay. You may be wondering, like I was, why are either of these clubs, the After School Satan Club and the Good News Club, allowed in public schools at all? What happened to all the rules about separation of church and state? It all started with a court case 16 years ago at the Milford Central School in upstate New York. Y'all, it's all y'all fault.
Yeah. Well,
fuck.
We're Western New York, okay?
Well, hey, wait. That was a long time ago. I didn't have voting rights back then. Thank you very much.
Okay. The case tested the limits of freedom of religion versus separation of church and state. Initially, the school board said a Bible and prayer group for elementary school children could not meet on school grounds. They feared that allowing the club would be unconstitutional, technically. Then the Supreme Court heard the case in 2001. And on June of that year, says Estevez. Oh, back to the preacher, I'm sorry. And on June that year, says Estevez, they made a decision on a vote 6-3 that it is constitutional for Good News Clubs to take place on public school property.
I can't handle the name Good News Club. It just doesn't. It just keeps like...
The freaking kids are even creepier. Okay. After the last bell rings and they cannot be discriminated against just because their content is religious content. Technical foul, bitch. Anyway. The Satanic Temple says it's also a religion, a non-theistic religion. And so they argue that under this court case, they also have the right to be Point Defiance Elementary School. The Tacoma, Washington School Board agreed. Good for you.
Somebody in chat says we should have a good boy club.
Yo, we should. I'd be the
president. A good boy club. Dude, what if we actually like start one like on Twitter and we have like badges at cons?
It's gotta be a private account so we can accept people and deny people. You can't just have anybody just think they're a good boy.
But it has to be such a bad joke that it just turns into a popularity contest. Like, we'll have meetings at cons, but like before you can come in, we'll check your Twitter follower
Be
account.
like, wait a sec, how many followers do you have?
How many followers do you have? I don't know if you can't be in the good boy club.
How much do you scale on the good boy?
And then cat furries are like pretending to like try to get in, and then like they get caught and they get kicked out.
You can't be a good boy if you're a cat.
You can't be a good boy if you're a cat.
Yeah, it's just not how it works.
Okay.
Good boys are only dogs.
Let's see. They made a lot of parents and community members upset, especially members of the Christian community. They protested the club's arrival to a point defiance in December of 2016. Shout at the devil! Bishop Michael Doss is one of the people concerned about what children might learn from the after-school Satan Club.
Bad dog club.
Well, if you're gonna have a good boy club.
No, we're gonna have a bad dog.
I feel like the bad dog club probably already exists.
Yeah, that's probably all of us.
That's
right, every furry.
Right. He's been a pastor at the Deliverance House of Prayer Baptist Church in Tacoma for the last 21 years. What is Baptist doing up that north? Anyway, he's also a parent, and his son attends Point Defiance Elementary School. We've got to go down to the school board and let them know that we are still not satisfied. He preached one Sunday to a small congregation nestled into a rented room of the Tacoma Community Center. They've got those crazy folks down there at Point Defiance, the Satanic Club at elementary school. We've got to stand against it.
Like, I love how...
You don't even know what it is. It says Satan, so therefore you're pissed off.
Exactly. Like, it's like, it's like literally just like kids like having pizza and joking around.
And learning progressive ideas.
And they're like, you gotta take a stand.
Next thing I'm gonna do is buy a Prius.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's funny though because it's funny that you say that though because the local church nearby, I always see a couple of Priuses in the parking lot.
God, this gets even funnier the more this guy talks. Alright, Doss heard about the after-school Satan Club when one of his pastor friends called to tell him about it. Well, first I thought it was a joke. I thought Tacoma schools is not going to allow that, and that we went through the law, and the law said for them not to be discriminated against, that they're allowed in the schools just like a Christian club. Oh no, we use legality.
Oh no.
That bothered Doss, who considers Satan an altogether more serious matter. We know the devil, yes. He's real, like God is real, he says. And they don't have any business being in anybody's schools, especially the babies starting in the kindergarten to 5th. Oh,
Start
you don't
young.
either.
Start them young.
It's like, well, you don't either. He says even if you say you're not evil, why use Satan's name? Why go there? Even if it's just to prove a point. That is the point.
That is the point.
I believe that they are satanic people, and they do worship the devil. And their symbols show that they worship the devil, Doss says. So we have to stand against them. We have to fight against them, and we will win because we have the power, not them.
Yeah, it's called the internet. It's not working out too good for you. Sorry.
It's time to take a step back and ask, who are these Satanists? Are they really devil-worshipping cult members and a danger to innocent children, or are they just well-intended people, safe to be around kids like Veronica? Religious activism. It's about 2 p.m. on a Sunday, and the official monthly meeting for the Seattle chapter of the Satanic Temple has begun. About 24 people of various ages and hair colors have crowded into a small living room in the Ballard neighborhood of Seattle.
Somebody in chat says the priests can't share the kindergartners.
Oh my.
Clearly.
Lord.
Awful. Bad chat room.
Bad.
Very bad chat room. This is why you don't join chat.
There's lots of black worn in this group and plenty of tattoos and piercings. One man wears a t-shirt that says Christianity is stupid.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. But there are also some people there who look like they'd be more likely to offer you their spot online in a grocery store than sacrifice an unwilling victim to Lucifer. Today they are planning a demonstration at a local Planned Parenthood to counter pro-life activism.
There's like 7 more pages of this.
Yeah, this keeps going, yeah. I think, yeah.
You want me to stop? Because
I think that's good, yeah, but that's... Oh, man.
We can rely on the Satanists to save Planned Parenthood.
Anyway, you guys are listening to FurCast live on XBN. We'll be back after a quick music break. We really need to turn on the air conditioner because it's hotter than freaking hell in here. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have my fursuit, and I was like gonna walk in fursuit, but I was like, it's probably really hot, so fuck that.
It is very hot in here.
Hey, Pharaoh, do you want to go fursuiting?
Nope.
Let's make a plan to go fursuiting. Pharaoh.
I already did.
Pharaoh, want to go fursuiting?
I did. I peed on a sign with lead singer
I'm upset
from Goo Goo
that
Dolls.
so far I've picked out way more left Twix than right Twix. That's what I was doing earlier. If you saw me,
What's the difference between the left and the right Twix?
I don't know. That's why I was like, here's a right, and like,
Oh, you're actually separating them?
yeah.
What's the difference?
I don't know, but the difference is left and right.
Well, obviously there's a rights issue here.
yeah, there's
Obviously, Twix is more leftist.
yeah, they're way more left. Because look at this, I got 9 compared to 5. I think that's there's one more, and it's a left. Wait, one more, and it's a left. Twix is very left.
Very left back.
I think they're trying to make a statement. Ever since Trump got elected,
We need more
there's
left.
been way more left Twixes.
There's been a lot of left Twixes.
We need the consoling.
Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, there's no more Twix. That's it. And this one was this. This was a left. That was a right. That was a left. And that was a right. So it's still left.
There's still more left.
Left prevails.
All right.
the left.
The left prevails.
You're listening to FurCast.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Blaze Fusky, Shame on the Photon Wizard, Fayun, Oliver Fox, Link Shell, Skipper the Otter, Energize the Wolf, Sweetie Darling, Cat Nuck, Wishstone Dragon, Sniff the Pallid Bat, Jake the Husky, Riley the Wusky, Binary Paws, Fireline Coyote, Craig the Husky, Code Yax, Loop, Raven Snowfall, Tukiri, Red Maple, Lieutenant Fox, Doxy, Mayru Snowmew, D. Otter, Nether Lynx, Wup, Adrian the Husky, Archon the Four-Eyed Dragon, Leon Wolfheart, Rourke the Awoo, Letho the Pink Wolverine, Decibel Fox, Zoopy Zoo the Oreo Tiggy, Vertical Feline, Fuzzy the Fox, Crazzy Wolf, A Certain Horse, and Gaia Wellen.
Additional support comes from Twitter users Alpha Werefox, Commander Wolf 3, Magic 7 Wolf, Myron the Fluffy, Fishykin, XSS Fox, Drop Table Foxes, Parafender, Dapper Panther, Z-Lig on Twitter at Stealthy Dragon, 12 on Twitter at The Lion Thing, Nia on Twitter at Secretkins, Shua on Twitter at Pulsing Panther, Coda Winter on Twitter at DakotaWolf12. From Telegram users, Mike Chrome, and from YouTube channels, Anthony Wolf Gaming, Ottercat Gaming, and Weasel Level Design by Hayu, the Fluffy Scarf.
Additional support for FurCast comes from Emerald City FurCon, a one-day mini convention in Pensacola, Florida. Go to emeraldfurcon.com to register for free. Devin D. Parlett and the Furry Hockey League at furryhockeyleague.com. Macrowolf at macrowolf.com. Shisha Sheppy, who's a good boy. Harry Who Ink Pen Mouse at harrywho.com. Fishmeister Cod, still not a furry since February 2011. Kyoto Coyote on FA. Nishoba Silverwolf, FA user Silverwolf-1122. Umi the Sheeb, FA user 450 Angel Dragons, which is still way too many Angel Dragons. Little Sunshine and Scootaloo with the unofficial XBN Xbox app at patreon.com/horseapps. FurCast's #1 Wimpy fan, Tyler the Wesky. Chris Tale on FA, specializing in Toonie art. X the Fox, the real Blue Fox. Kumo, wishing everyone a colon-3 day. To Bunny Boy, who says at Paradox, bunnies are friends, not food. Super Dwarf at anthrolinks.net. Skycorp, creating transformative technologies for mature audiences at skycorp.global. Zoopy Zo, supporting Tim Tam Anonymous meetings. Cranoose, who says...
Ooh, whoa, wait, Jesse, can I do this one?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Kranos, who says circles are rubbish.
Why do you enjoy saying that line?
Jesse, we're getting paid to say circles are rubbish.
So?
Well, it's just, I'm finally getting to live my lifelong dream of becoming the corrupted media.
Paradox, no. Fine, whatever. Meds the Fox and Mississippi Anthropomorphics. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/msanthro. Tequin TC Fox and Kaiwana of the In Fursec Den. Sylvan Scott on Fur Affinity with macro, micro, and hyper fiction stories. Shadowclaw Studios. Check out our Facebook page for links to our gaming streams. The Feline Support Alliance, because canines are obsolete. Shacket Airlines. We still and always will land on our feet. Silvergatamon at patreon.com/silvergatamon. And Cheetah Paws for a daily dose of bulgy arts. Support him at patreon.com/Cheetah Paws.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, and from listeners like you. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate.
This is XBN.
I love that track. It's actually from the 1960s, and it's on the Grand Theft Auto soundtrack. And I know a bunch of you guys keep requesting that I play this track. Good old Keen House, Star Power Outage. We're going to play a couple tracks because it is hotter than hell in this room. So I hope you guys do enjoy. We'll be back for a couple tracks. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. Join chat. You guys are listening to FurCast. Still got one more track coming up. Good old Keen House. This is off of the album Civic Transit. In the meantime, I was thinking about all the other generations of furries out there, and I just remember seeing all the BBF videos of all the furry raves and all the hardstyle music, and it reminded me of this track next, which I think you guys will really enjoy. And it's called Pig Face, and it is insane, but it's also really good, and it's really catchy, and it's gonna get stuck in your head. Have fun. We'll be back after this.
Montana Broadcasting Network.
That's right. And we are back. That track is just ridiculous. Pigface by Gammer. I must say, it does seem like, at least from my perspective, that hardstyle goes way back in the furry fandom, but what the hell do I know? I've only been here a decade. Anyway, we are back at this point. So yeah, there you go. You know, hardstyle is not even something I normally listen to, but whenever I hear it at a furry dance, it kind of does make me happy. I feel like it's definitely big in anime culture.
Oh, hardstyles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's all over that, you know.
Oh yeah, Skittles everywhere.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So there you go.
What's Skittles?
A really, really funny AMV used with a hardstyle track for Haruhi. It's crack. It got around a lot. Skittles.
Yeah. All right, so Farah, I'm going to assume that you have lots of stupid news.
You would assume correct.
I kind of figured. All right, what kind of music should I be giving you? Like stupid or like fun or what?
Whatever you feel like. Give me something robotic.
In that case, how about this one? This one works.
Need more music.
Yeah, I do need to increase the collection a little bit. Let me see what else is in here. Hold on. We're waiting for... Oh, this one's pretty robotic. There you go. Minimal, German minimal techno. Can't go wrong with that.
The worst fears. Could hackers program sex robots to kill?
Read that.
I'm not okay with this.
I'm surprised we're getting.
Wait, haven't we talked about this before?
Here's the thing, though. I just imagine, because at this point you're just designing a machine to kill a person, right? And what I find funny about this is not that like the person's gonna come home and the machine's just gonna immediately kill them, but the idea that it's gonna seduce them first, then kill them somehow.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
I don't know. Have we talked about that?
I'm sorry, I've seen enough cyberpunk stuff. I already know this is happening.
I don't know. I feel like we've talked about.
I'm sorry. This covered a lot and gets.
Like
so
sex
no.
machines or sex things.
If you can hack it, you
They're
can
gonna
kill people
suck
with
your
it.
testicles right out through your penis.
That's terrifying. And painful. That's terrifyingly painful. Yeah, no thanks. I don't want my testicles sucked off. Sucked on, maybe, but not sucked off.
Thanks for clarifying.
Just had to throw it out there.
Let me clarify that wordplay there.
You know, if anybody wants to suck CJ's dick, he's still interested.
Just don't suck it off.
Just don't suck them off.
You can suck it on.
You can suck on them, but just suck them off. I still need those.
What a way with words you have there.
I'm flattering, trust me.
Okay, all right.
They hurt.
Sure, they can get a little bit more creative than that.
Vagina dentata.
Wait, what?
Well, you got to think about it. There are motors in there that squeeze, so.
I don't think
what just happened.
I don't think the motors in like a sex robot have
Turn
enough
into teeth.
They're like cheap servo motors. I mean, maybe okay.
Put enough pressure. They have to be, you know. They have to last. They have to be able to last, so they can't be cheap plastic
Illegal
motors that
upgrades.
break.
Illegal upgrades.
That's illegal upgrades.
Illegal upgrades. Okay, here's my question: are these being programmed to kill people or modified to kill people?
Both.
Well, shit. Lock up your sex robots. Hide your kids. Hide your
I don't think I could take
robots.
Terminator seriously if it was just a sex robot instead of
You know there's going to be a Terminator version of a sex robot.
instead of like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, they only ever show like chick bots, but come on, you know women want their, Arnold in the closet.
People joke the same thing about every type of robot, though. They're like, there's all kinds of jokes on the internet of Daleks.
Just think of like instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, it's just like a
Sex robot, like chasing after you.
Well, imagine if a Dalek was like ejaculate.
Oh my god.
I'm sure there's a porn of it.
There's probably is. There's probably Doctor Who porn, and I really didn't want to think about that. Thanks, FurCast. Yet another thing in my mind.
They do have the suction cup, so I mean.
Anyway, that wasn't amazing. We're gonna go with this one.
I'll come back.
I'll be back.
For that ass.
For that ass. I'll be back to slay your pussy.
Without.
What if he does that when he comes? He's like, I'll be
Put the cookie down now.
I would just start laughing. I wouldn't be able to take it seriously. Can we make a FurCast sex robot?
No. We have plenty of other products in line.
I mean, I could
like the Gooch mirror.
Yeah.
The Go Fuck Yourself.
The
picnic table on
10-foot handy.
What are you doing in my house?
What?
Eating
What is
my
this?
cookies?
What's a 10-foot handy?
Is a 10-foot handy FurCast, or was that us? I don't know.
That must have been a drunk room party thing.
I think it was. The 10-foot handy is.
What is this?
Like when you want to give somebody like a hand job, but you really don't feel like getting up, and you're sitting like on opposite sides of the room.
Yeah,
so you have a 10-foot pole that has like those grabby hands that like people use like reach high stuff.
Right.
Well, you have one of those, but it's on a 10-foot pole, so you can give somebody a 10-foot hand job.
It seems like that would take up like a lot of muscle though. Like,
yeah, I mean it probably would be
like
more
you don't
work
have very
than
much
it's-
leverage. Like, is this like a teeter-totter thing?
But-
So it can you can do that.
We could be modified. Yeah,
It could
we
be- yeah.
We can print up some blueprints and we can get it going, and
Like
set the
some
specs for it.
hydraulic
assistance
going on.
Yeah, it's like power steering.
Power steering, right? Yeah.
Well, like they have like electric power steering now.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. You could just
electric
so
hand
you
job
plug it in,
assistance.
hand drop assistance.
Yeah.
Electric hand job assistant.
Electric assisted hand jobs.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah, just
All right.
wanted to.
So
Because you're right. Because if you think about it, if you're holding a 10-foot pole, that's way out there, and you know how they say that's the further something is away from you, than when you're holding it, the heavier it gets. Because
I think we should build a new FurCast studio
What?
right next to a patent office.
What'd you say?
The fulcrum?
Yeah, sure, whatever the fuck that is.
Fulcrum? The fulcrum?
That's like the
The fulcrum.
The fulcrum. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, okay. So the 10.
Moving on.
How's your tap water?
Yeah, how's your tap water?
Great. Not enough lead. If you're thinking about adding a new sex doll to your wish list this month, you might want to slow your roll. New reports in the New York Post say that hackers could one day possibly program sex robots to kill. Not exactly the main purpose of a sex robot, you know?
Keep them off Wi-Fi.
I'm a little disappointed. I feel like
Updating.
Fuck your updating.
I feel like they could have opened that up with a really good pun, and they just completely.
I feel like if I got into a bed with like a sex robot and was like, "Oh, how you feeling tonight, honey?" and the robot was like, "IP address conflict," I'd be like,
"Well, fuck this.
Well, fuck. I might as well go back to work."
Or fuck.
See, we have a couple of years before they get to Wi-Fi, and then they have to have cloud assistance and all this other stuff, and they have to be constantly on with DRM. So, we got a few
DRM!
DRM sex dolls.
It's coming.
Missionary position, not
Oh my god.
transaction needed. Microtransactions.
It's like microtransactions. Yeah.
Microtransactions for positions.
And like you're about
Credit
to have
card
sex,
butt
and then
swipe.
it all of a sudden it stops, and it's like break for ad, and it plays like a 30-second movie trailer.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would suck.
Yeah.
Way to ruin real life porn.
You know how Facebook's been doing that lately? Like you go to watch a video and literally 5 seconds in it plays an ad. Oh, just kills my mood. If that happened during sex, I would never want to have sex again. Fuck
Hey,
that.
we hear you like tires. Do you want these tires? They look great.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, later. Not right. Fuck, I lost my boner. Well, time to just go to bed. Just roll over.
Yep.
Plus, the other thing is, people say we're running out of IP addresses on IPv4. Yeah, if we had sex robots, we would run out of them way too quick. Definitely got to be IPv6.
Why isn't my sex bot working? Oh, it's DDoSing right now. Sorry.
Imagine that. Your refrigerator, your light bulb, and your sex robot are all participating in a DDoS.
Some kinky role play.
Some, yeah.
404 position not found. Thanks, chat.
I'm trying to think of a pun, and it's like it's there, it's brewing, but
That's a kinky attack vector.
yeah.
Kinky attack vector. That's got to be a show title.
What was it? Can't perform positions have a DNS issue?
Yeah.
I hate all of you.
You have to actually open up and forward port 69 in your router.
Copyright protected.
This is not approved.
This pussy is under copyright law.
This position is not approved.
Like I just mentioned, like there's different like textures and shapes and stuff, and like they get like copyright takedown notices.
Legal upgrades.
Some person's like, you can't use that dick shape. I copyright that.
Copyrighted dick shapes. Okay.
Moving on.
Anyways.
We are adults.
I don't even want to read this anymore. I hate all of you.
You picked it.
Yeah.
I didn't pick this conversation of DDoSing.
I'm sorry.
Pussy dolls.
I've read several of them already, and goes in the shell.
Yeah.
Best way to kill them, senators. Geisha bots. It's been done. I'm sorry. It's been done.
Cybersecurity lecturer Dr. Nick Patterson from Deccan University.
If his name was Dick, I was gonna laugh really hard. Oops, wrong track.
Told the Daily Star Online that hackers can hack the robot or robotic devices and have full control over the connections, arm, legs, and other attached tools, like in some cases, knives or welding devices. Who keeps welding devices next to their...
I was literally just going to say.
Who keeps welding devices next to their sex doll?
Wow, that's some really intense, like...
That's like...
When your sex doll is in arm's reach of a welding device, there is a problem here.
It's in the garage,
I just imagine, like, I just hooked up, like, a 240 line in my dungeon, so, when we're doing, like, when I'm tying people down with chains, I can, weld them in real good.
I just... Here's my toolbox, here's my welder, here's my sex doll.
Well, where else are you gonna keep her? You can't put her in the house.
I feel like you would put her in the house. Why would you put her in the garage?
That's where I put all my things when I'm not using them.
That's where I put all my useless things
in the garage.
Sad tear.
And you wonder why she goes and attacks you. Or he, God knows.
Why did you cut me in the garage?
Does God know about sex robots?
Apparently, considering we have them. Apparently, they're God approved.
Sex robots?
They exist, therefore they're approved.
It's common to hear about computer and phone hackers, but to be able to gain control over a sex doll, Patterson continued by saying, once a robot is hacked, the hacker has full control and can issue instructions to the robot. Once hacked, they can be absolutely used to perform physical actions for the advantageous scenario or to cause damage. May sound bizarre, but as soon as this type of technology is connected to the internet, hacking program is in fact achievable.
That's not good.
Jason McNew, a cybersecurity expert who once worked for the White House Communications Agency, decided that...
Wow, and look who he turned into.
Added that while it's possible that sex dolls could be hacked, limitations with this technology means that it won't likely do much harm. Yet. Yet.
I'm sorry, it was like, 30 years ago? It was figured out. Come on.
A 115-pound robot that is covered with silicone won't be able to do much physically.
I'm pretty sure they don't have limiters on what
Yeah.
they're capable of. Here, honey, let's try autoerotic asphyxiation. I will watch you.
You told Cosmetology, go onto YouTube and search for bipedal robots that walk on two legs. Look how heavy, ugly, and cumbersome they are. And expensive with today's technology. Graham Culley, a computer analyst, commented on the story. The truth is, all you need is any robot that interacts with a human in the workplace or at home. It doesn't need to be a sex robot to cause harm. Just last month, cybersecurity firm IO Active published a report on the security flaws of home robots and possibly The possibilities of them being hacked. They also revealed that the audio and video could be recorded by hacked robots and transmitted to an outside server. To add fuel to the fire, billionaire and tech mogul Elon Musk mentioned that artificial intelligence was a great threat to humanity. He said that I keep sounding the alarm bell, but until people see that robots going down the street killing people, they don't know how to react because it seems so ethereal. E-T-H-E-R ethereal?
I don't know. Yeah, Elon Musk is a big proponent of
AI is gonna kill us.
AI is gonna kill us. Yeah, that's one of his things.
Isn't Stephen Hawking with him too on that?
I think Stephen Hawking was. I don't know if he's still. Maybe. It sounds familiar. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, he assumes that we're all gonna be dead in 100 years anyway, so.
All right.
I love the chat because like. One of the in chat says Samuel Ronan. Imagine the malware ransomware issues with sex bots.
You wouldn't download an STD, would you?
You wouldn't download an STD.
STDs, God, they're electronic.
My dick has been imprinted with zeros and ones.
No, you cannot fap with this doll until you pay this much money to this account.
Wow.
So scientists have invented a fourth type of chocolate.
Okay, what are the 3 types of chocolate?
Dark, milk, white.
Oh.
Okay.
That's it.
Is that really it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then every chocolate is just a combination of those, basically?
Mm-hmm.
And they made a 4th type of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
There hasn't been a new invention of chocolate in over 80 years. White was the last invention of chocolate.
I don't like white chocolate. Like whenever I eat it, it's too sweet to me.
I like white chocolate.
I don't like dark chocolate. Milk chocolate is where it's at for me.
I don't like dark chocolate. I like milk chocolate and white chocolate.
You like what?
Dark chocolate.
Milk chocolate and white chocolate.
I don't mind any chocolate.
Look, we get it. You're a dog. All right.
He doesn't mind any chocolate.
Don't need to shove it on our faces here.
Listen. All I'm saying is that I don't have a chocolate preference. Okay?
The new chocolate is pink.
Of course it is. Why did I know that?
Okay, I might have a chocolate
You're gonna die.
No, I might have a chocolate preference now. Maybe I want pink chocolate.
So it's
is
like
it
fruity chocolate?
Wait, is it like strawberry or something, or is it just pink?
Just pink.
Okay.
It has a berry flavor to it, though.
Of course it does.
From the
strawberry.
bean.
The bean?
Yes.
What kind of bean? Oh, the cocoa bean?
No, it's a pink bean.
It's a pink bean. It's a pink cocoa bean.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You done? You happy?
No.
Why is that so funny?
Because we're children. Yeah, continue. Please.
I think he needs an adult.
I need more chocolate. I need to kill myself.
I think he's slowly hallucinating because he's eating so much chocolate.
I haven't ate that much yet.
Look at how many Twix bars you haven't.
Hey, these aren't open. They're not open.
Those ones are. These ones are.
Those are the left ones, right? All right, good. So you're
He's only eating right Twix.
I'm only eating the right Twix.
Only eating the right Twix?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna be a Trump supporter by the end of the night. Well, no, there's not that many. There's way more left ones, so I think you'll be okay.
Yeah. You'll be able to balance out.
Yeah, you'll be smoking weed when you're done with those.
These are more important because I haven't ate them yet, so they're still there.
Right.
The right ones.
So you're using the left Twix to combat the right Twix. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What the fuck is happening?
I'm so mature. I let Twix just dictate my where I stand in life.
Your political preferences.
My political preference. Yeah. Yeah.
Which Twix am I eating today?
Which president am I going to vote for? Okay, Twix, tell me.
Open the magic bag.
Open magic
More
bag.
left than right. Okay, everybody.
All right. Don't eat them all.
What's happened?
Let's eat them all and then go vote.
This bag says right should win, so going
That's
Republican this year.
Well, good luck, everybody else.
I just imagine like some CNN like news anchor just like on a street corner or something, like interviewing people like, "Sir, what are you gonna vote for?" And you just being like, "Well, let's ask chocolate."
Well, I had more left Twix than right Twix, so what?
What is the actual difference between them?
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
just
There's
their
no
promotional campaign.
Yeah.
It's promotional BS.
Seriously?
You haven't seen the commercials?
You
where
haven't
it's
seen the
like,
commercial where
there's
it's
like
left
2
and-
factories open up. It's like there's one factory on the left, one on the right, and they're like, oh, left Twix. They're the same factories.
They're basically just shitting on each other because that one's left or that one's right, but
Yeah.
they're the same fucking thing.
That's all it is.
That's actually pretty funny.
They're actually the same.
That's brilliant. Okay.
So
Moving on.
Have you lived under a rock?
I don't watch like normal TV. I watch like YouTube and Netflix and stuff.
I've seen the ads on YouTube and stuff, like left and right Twix.
I see like a lot of network.
never
Well, I see
seen
some network
Twix ad,
television, but no, for some reason I just haven't seen a commercial for that. Most of the ads that I see are for like camera gear and stuff.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so funny.
bots. Ad bots.
yeah, they're
Following
creepy.
Following your preferences.
They're creepy. Last week, I went to look at that car. I've been seeing ads for the car on my Facebook.
Yep.
I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yep, that's what happens. Yeah.
Scary.
Rejoice, sweet tooths, for there's a new chocolate in town. No, it's not just some fancy concoction of pre-existing chocolates rearranged like some delicious Rubik's Cube. This is the first brand new variety of chocolate since the white chocolate was introduced to the world 80 years ago. As you can tell from the photographs and the footage of the article, it's fairly pink. But that's not due to any colorings or dye of any kind. Ruby chocolate. Ruby red.
Ruby. Yeah. Yes.
Sigh.
Hot, hot, hot.
I love
Ruby
Chris.
Rod?
Ruby Rod.
I love Chris Tucker. In his old days, old Chris Tucker, he was on point.
Corbin Dallas.
Corbin.
Come on, man. What you doing? What you doing?
Come back. Come in. Great. Now I want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're talking about The Fifth Element. If
Yeah.
anyone's lived under a rock and doesn't know what we're talking about. Multipass. Lilu. Multipass. I still have Revit's multipass.
Really? Oh my god.
So, by the way, D Bandit, a local fur in the chat, shout out to D Bandit. He is very angry in chat. He says white chocolate is not actually chocolate with 2 exclamation points after it. So there you go.
Then what is it?
How is it not chocolate?
I don't know. I don't know anything about white chocolate because I don't like it.
If it's not white chocolate, then well, if it's not chocolate, then what is it? White caramel? White nougat?
The word nougat upsets me. It doesn't upset me. It makes me uncomfortable.
Somebody says white chocolate is the absence of chocolate. Well, yeah, because isn't the point of white chocolate like for instance, I know of a person who's actually allergic to chocolate, but they can still eat white chocolate because it doesn't have the cocoa beans in it. So the idea is it's literally like just a mixture of ingredients that taste sort of like chocolate. Of course, not perfectly, but
yeah.
I think that's the idea of it. White chocolate is cocoa butter.
Like cocoa butter?
People are saying in chat.
Yeah.
Cool. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's cocoa bean component is high enough to keep white chocolate solid, so it's chocolate.
There you go.
So it's still chocolate.
It's just mostly cocoa butter.
Yeah. Wikipedia says white chocolate is a chocolate derivative.
Still chocolate.
It's chocolate for dogs.
Ruby chocolate is manufactured from the ruby cocoa bean, which contains such pigments to produce the ruby red or pink chocolate end result. It tastes quite fruity and a little bit sour. Barry Colbert, a Zurich-based company that spent 13 years developing the new sweet treat, describes the press release as an intense sensorial delight, adding that it is the tension between berry fruitness and luscious smoothness.
I need to take this in for a second. So it's me chocolate.
It's berry fruitness and luscious smoothness.
Well, it is pink.
So it's CJ chocolate. It's literally me.
Yeah. And if you put it in alcohol, it gets straight.
I need to try some of this.
The fourth chocolate was revealed to the world at the exclusive launch event in Shanghai earlier this month. It is not currently available to the public. It is currently being sold off in huge batches to various chocolatiers and confectionery sellers around the world, though, so don't expect to wait too long for this new delight to be able to chow down on. At the present, the chocolate composition remains a mystery. Dark chocolate is the highest on the Coca.
Pure cocoa.
Low on milk. White chocolate is the opposite. High on milk, low on coca. And then milk chocolate falls somewhere in between. Where exactly does ruby chocolate fall on the new spectrum? It was made all using just the beans, as some have claimed. One thing's clear at this point, the aesthetically pleasing chocolate is an Instagrammable dream. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks.
I'm really upset that I just Googled pink chocolate to see if I can buy it when you would just... whatever. And the first article that comes up is Millennial Pink Chocolate invented by Swiss chocolatier. Millennial
Yes, pink chocolate.
Millennial pink chocolate.
Dude, it's funny because I have a browser plugin so that the word millennial changes to snake people.
Snake people pink chocolate.
Snake people pink chocolate.
That upsets me.
It's funny because we have an article, it's called Millennials Are Killing the Millennial Killing Industry.
Oh my.
But it shows up on my computer as Snake People Killing Snake People Industry. In fact, I will read this article exactly as it appears on my screen if you guys would like.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Waiting for it to load here. This website's really slow for some reason. Come on. Come on. Loading. There we go. All right. Hold on. Let me get some stupid music in the background. This one. Snake people are killing the snake people are killing the snake person killing industry. And it's just a picture of like random people on the street that I guess would be millennials. This is from the Beaverton in Calgary. In addition to cereal, newspaper, and homeownership industries, reports show that snake people are now destroying the once popular pastime of legal, for-profit snake person homicide. White snake person killing remains popular leisure, active among baby boomers and Generation Xers alike. Canadians born between the year of 1981 and 2004 report a surprising distaste for the sport. Across the country, snake person hunting ranges, grave digging businesses, and equipment shops are closing due to the aging demographics and low sales. Quote, "I've got a whole warehouse full of snake person killing rifles, machetes, and avocado toast lures," lamented Chester Stevenson, owner of the snake person killing outfit store, The Hipster Hunter. The Hipster Hunter.
Really?
These days, the older crowd are all too busy enjoying their second homes to do much snake person hunting. Some of these young say they're into snake person killing, but I'm pretty sure only ironically, like when they go to Applebee's. I think this article's a joke.
Sounds like a joke.
Sounds like it's a joke.
What is a joke? It's from the Beaverton.
Yeah.
Did you not know that this was a joke?
No, I don't know anything about the Beaverton. If it was the Onion, I would have known, but...
It's the Canadian version of the Onion.
It is the Canadian version of the Onion. It's the Beaverton.
They're welcome to try, said Stevenson, holding a snake person killing rifle. But let's say jobs and financial security aren't the only thing we boomers don't intend to share. Very nice. Thanks, Beaverton. It's really fucking hot in this room.
It is really... It was actually a super nice day today.
It was.
Did you guys find any red balloons hanging from...
No, I didn't put any red balloons anywhere.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's like the Onion, but Canada's version of the Onion.
Yeah.
You needed a...
Yeah, no, I wasn't aware of it somehow.
I mean, high school graduate taking a year off to throw up in exotic locations. 5 incredible road trips. 5 incredible road trips you'll never be able to organize your friends into taking.
This one. Rational Alex Jones is sick of everyone stealing the good conspiracy theories. Oh my god.
I thought you knew that this was...
Oh no, Guide to Edmonton. Oh no. I want to open up this one. Breaking, we wrote a fucking book. Wow.
Did you shave your legs? I can't feel through my socks.
Here, I'll feel his legs.
Are they smooth?
No, they're okay.
Fail.
They're smoother than normal, but...
Longtime Stephen King fans criticize new It adaptation for not being bad.
Oh my god. Very nice. All right. What are you guys feeling?
Feeling hot.
I'm feeling hot too.
Feeling pretty hot.
If you guys want, technically we could call it. Whoa, shit.
No, it's like super early.
I might have fucked up the graphics. Yes, I did. There we go. I got it. I fixed it. They fixed it. I hit the 2 buttons at once.
Watchdog warns hiking minimum wage could lead to 50,000 conversations with your uncle about how liberals are ruining the economy.
Amazing. That's good. Well, we've been recording for an hour and 56, honestly, so we could call it.
Why? We normally do like 3.
Yeah, and that's kind of annoying.
I love this world news title.
Shut up! What about...
God's sick of shutting all those doors and opening all those fucking windows.
No, keep the door open. Keep the door open.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Good timing.
I thought I left it open.
Yeah.
But shut the window.
What
about emails? What about...
I'm reading this article. I'm sorry, this is great.
What?
What is it?
God's sick and tired of shutting all these doors and opening all these fucking windows.
Oh, jeez.
Location, heaven.
Oh, no.
The omnipresent being that created all existence is reporting growing tired of shutting multiple doors for humans and then being expected to also open up a corresponding fucking window. What's the expression go? When one door closes, another window opens or something like that?
Another door opens.
When God closes a door, he opens a window.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. It's from like some song. But yeah.
Life, free will, revealing myself in majesty of creations. God told reporters, I give them all this, and yet they still want me to personally intervene in their stupid, boring lives. Yesterday, a person in Timmins, Ontario, kept pestering me because they didn't get a promotion at work. Why do I, both the beginning and the end of the universe, have to make her realize that she should be happy for slightly better position at a different car rental company? God has increasingly grown tired of what you consider insane requests, including good weather for rollerblading, a winning season for the OHL team, for there to be enough butter left in the fridge to make cookies, to literally close a door and open a window, and when a young girl from Britain confuses them with Santa Claus and a Nintendo Switch. Theologians and clergy from around the world have failed to explain the Creator's cantankerous turn. Many are searching for sacred texts and oral traditions to see if there is any previous examples of the everything telling people to fuck off and leave them alone. I can be everything and all. I can be everything all the time, always. Reported God, but I can't help those who help. I can't help those who help themselves, and be opening these windows for you dumb motherfuckers. That is impossible even for me. God has also said that he is sick of moving in mysterious ways and now plans to move more clearly and overtly.
That's good.
Reaching for comment, karma, the mystical force that brings balance to the universe, is at peace with being misrepresented by white people.
Oh, jeez.
Goddamn white people.
Very nice.
Oh my god.
Shout out to piece of art that somebody did for us. Yeah, any guesses who?
Jalacy. I love that the email has a bulge.
I'm just taking this all in.
It's so good. It's so well done. Anyway,
I like the emails bulge.
Yeah, for those who can watch the video feed, you can see the image. I'll probably what I'll do is I'll link it in the episode post if anybody wants to see the art that Galacy did for us. Jalacy.
Jeez.
No, I do it on purpose.
It's been like a year.
No, I do it on purpose,
it's been like 3 years. What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
Jalacy. I need to start calling her that. Jalacy. She's actually not listening tonight. She is away at a convention right now. I believe it's a gaming convention. She didn't say.
Oh, can you please mute your phone?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yep, I'm at a tiny...
I really don't care.
Says, I'm at a tiny video game con, so I'm not able to watch the show. So there you go. Anyway, well, I'm hotter than hell. I kind of want to call it a night, honestly. And then I think what we could do is next show, we'll do like an extended email segment.
I have one more email or one more news article.
Oh God damn it, Vero! Of course you do.
What is it? What's the title? Speak.
California grandpa throws man off roof to end hours-long police standoff.
What a hero. Okay, end the show.
A California grandfather took matters into his own hands when a stranger was jumping on the rooftops, causing an hour-long police standoff on Tuesday. Willard Burgess, 83, was at his La Penuta house when the suspect police were chasing stood on his roof, refusing their orders to come down for hours. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Captain Tim Murakami wrote on Twitter the suspect was jumping on several rooftops in the neighborhood. Burgess, fed up with the ordeal, eventually grabbed his neighbor's ladder and told officers that he was climbing on the roof, KABC reported. "That sucker's coming off my roof," he told police.
This dude takes Get Off My Lawn to a whole new level.
It's on his fucking roof! Get off my goddamn roof!
After grabbing his neighbor's ladder, the grandfather then shoved the man off his roof, ending the hours-long standoff. It's unclear what the unidentified man, whose police say was either mentally ill or on drugs, was seriously injured. Police said he was taken to the hospital for a mental health evaluation. "You come to my house, you don't have to worry about him because I'll be all over it because I'm gonna load up," Burgess has told KABC. Burgess' granddaughter, Ashley Wren, recorded the cell phone video of the moment Burgess literally tossed the man off of his own roof.
That's great. That's so good.
"My neighbor Albert got the ladder. My grandfather climbed the ladder quick. He then pushed the guy to the corner of the roof and then threw him off his roof," Wren told San Gabriel Valley Tribune. "The man was handcuffed after he fell. It was a crazy morning," she said. "I tell everyone, just because you're old, that don't mean you have to sit down. As long as you're able to move your ass," Burgess has told the news station.
What a hero.
Wow.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some have canes.
Oh my God. I hate you.
Very nice. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Get our usual end track in here.
It's so hot in this room.
It is so hot in here. So we'll do a bit of a post show in a minute with the air conditioner on. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, all of my friends who put up with my bullshit. Anybody new who's tuning in tonight, hi. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry that you had to go through this. Anyway, I've been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I've been your fabulous, hot and sweaty Blue Fox host, Pharaoh.
I've been your guest, Ikasuri the Direwolf.
I've been your fashionably early host, CJ.
Wow. Don't know if that's quite how it works.
That's how it works.
Okay. Anyway, are we here next week? I think we are.
Not me.
Not you? You're a bad dog again.
I'm drifting, sorry.
What is it with you and...
If you guys do a show, can I, like, Periscope or, like, call in?
Sure.
Because I have a phone mount on my dash on my drift car, so, like,
Really?
I can literally just go drifting.
That would be pretty sweet if you could live drift with us.
Live drift.
All right, cool.
I'll try it.
We'll consider it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. For everybody tuned in live, stay tuned because there's going to be a post show for all the podcast listeners. Good night.
This is the Zana Broadcasting Network.